Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at how to write music like the composer Jeremy Soule. He's the composer for video games such as Skyrim, and so today I'm going to be exploring his approach to composition. I've actually started an example already, which you'll see on the screen here, and I'm going to give you a very quick listen to the first section. So you'll hear already there's quite a lot of strong male choirs in there. I've got some parts for a female choir as well. We're in 82 beats per minute. I've chosen 6/8 because you wanted that kind of 1 and 2 and a feel. If you were watching the live stream I did on Facebook on Tuesday, which I will pop a link in the description below, you'll see the early approach to making this video. Let us have a look at this tune. You've got bowed gongs, very unusual, quite haunting, chilling sound, kind of nailed me. So as you can hear the kind of sound that I'm looking for. So we'll stop that there. That's sounding quite good. That's sounding quite aggressive as well, which is kind of what we want. We want a foreboding, magical feel. We want it to sound kind of chilling. We want it to sound magical. So we do want to have that sense. So it's really important that we get that sound. He'll get lots of ideas down before he comes up with his actual theme, and he then picks and chooses to see which ones of his ideas are thematically linked, and then he uses that in a particular moment in the game. Other collaboration, she looks at stacking lots of ideas together and then uses layering from those ideas. Similar kind of approach to how a DJ would use, say, Ableton Live or something like that. Employed and really dark, kind of menacing sound worlds, but at the same time he's also employed some gentle, melodic, romantic, almost safe feeling sounds that I'm using from East West Studios, and it's called Composer Cloud. And what they do is they give you a hard disk which is filled with sounds that have been sampled live, and we are talking thousands of sounds, I'd like them to say. You've got all sorts in here. It is really, really good, and it's really opened my mind and imagination to creating music. It's brilliant. And they're about to release Voices of Opera, which is coming out later in the winter time. If I was to go into the choir track, like the women's choir track, and I can click on the plugin, the play plugin, and I can go to player, word builder, which is this little area here. It brings up the words that the women are singing. At the moment they are singing A New Beginning. I could actually change this to triumphant. I can then play their track. I can split this word into different syllables, and that will split up those syllables into different keystrokes. So you can have a little play around. You can choose different words as well. And I've chosen those words because they're fairly singular in syllables. What you can do is you can change the actual positioning of the mics and the levels of the mics. So if you think, oh, the choir's sounding a bit quiet here, or I can't quite make out the words, you can change the microphone. So it's something that's really handy that I found to experiment with more. You'll hear in this playback, it's much louder. Quite big. The DAW or digital audio workstation that I'm using is Logic Pro X. I've been doing some online training and I've been teaching myself how to use these multi-camera recording software apps that you can get for iOS, or I think just iOS at the moment. It's called Switcher Studio. I'm going to leave links for all of these things I've mentioned, by the way, in the description box underneath the video if you're watching this on YouTube. If you want to see the full process of what I do and I talk you through it later on, as I say, I will be streaming live on Twitch. When you play the solo violin, when you hear somebody playing a proper solo violin, it just sounds magnificent. And of course you can change the different sounds. Different bowing, slower, more expressive, trills. And you'll see that I'm changing these in the blue area of the keyboard. These are called key switches, for those of you who don't know. There are different key switches for different timbres of the violin. Some sound richer than others, some not so, but I mean, you can change them on the fly as well. You can program them in after. Use the choir in different ways. You can elongate the sound, or yeah, it just sounds very otherworldly, which I quite like that. And that's, you know, one of the key things with the Skyrim score. If you are going to make it sound otherworldly, then, you know, it's a really good way of including that sound. I wanted it to be a slow kind of death march sound. So let's have a go of recording some men's voices. Okay. If you've stumbled across this video in YouTube for the first time, hi, welcome, thank you very much. Do consider liking this video if you've enjoyed it, and also dropping a subscribe. I do these videos every Thursday. There are different videos that I do, different playlists that I do. I do how to write music with GarageBand. I do how to write music in the style of people. I've done one about the film composer Wes Dylan Thorson. A link for that will be in the corner of this video now. I've also done music for short films myself, so I've worked with a film company in New Zealand. And please drop a comment in the comment section below to say what film game that you like playing. Drop that in the comments below. And I'd love to hear from you. Games, two big passions of mine. I've got a website which you can check out, ewansmithmusic.co.uk. Here you'll be able to find the projects that I'm involved in and also some music that you can listen to and download. And I do have a SoundCloud page as well. Links for all of these, by the way. And of course, Ewan Smith Music, same handle. You can find me on at Facebook. And likewise, here, if you've stumbled across this video on YouTube, hi, welcome. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, please, it helps me out. I also hit the bell notification so you don't miss yours. Drop a comment below, tell me about your favourite film composer, tell me about your favourite game composer, tell me your favourite film, tell me your favourite game. Thank you very much for watching today. I have been Ewan Smith. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.